Yo, what's up? It's NLE Choppa. I'm locked in. We respect my region. You know what it is. Let's do it.
You already know what it is, man. Shout out to my guy. Man, you already know we got a very special exclusive today, man. Before we really get into it, you know what I'm saying? I kind of gotta, you know what I'm saying, give you a little bit of your flowers, man. It's crazy because, you know, everything comes full circle. We actually did the interview for Me vs. Me last year, like just about 2 days ago. Like it'd be a year and about, I know it's crazy. But man, like I said, you know, I'm here, multi-platinum Memphis rap star, glitch dance innovator. You know what I'm saying? NLE Choppa, what's up with you, brother?
What's going on? Thank you for having me.
Man, I appreciate you, man. And again, like I said, you know, we did our last interview. It's coming up 2 days, about a year anniversary, you know what I'm saying, for the Me vs. Me. We're going to get into that. but before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about just 2022 because I feel like that was a big year for you.
It's huge. 3 tours, a lot of good records. It was a beautiful year.
Beautiful year, man. And you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we get so in tuned in what we want to do in 2023, which I want to let you rap about that in a second too. But, you know, we forget to really celebrate our wins, you know what I'm saying, in the year previous. So yeah, I definitely want to start out with, you know what I'm saying, that Me vs. Me. You know what I'm saying? Featuring Young Thug, Moneybagg Yo, Polo G, G Herbo. Just a real solid record, a real, you know, defiant statement in your discography. Looking back now, I remember I spoke to you. You said, you know, I really think that this album is going to do a lot for me. It's going to show my fans and people who, you know, are interested in me, what I can do. How do you feel about the impact of that album looking back, you know, almost a year later?
It's crazy. Like, I'm still getting people saying, like, how good it is, or just tagging me in certain things that I see on my Twitter or whatnot. So I know, like, it's did what it needed to do, and it's still growing. Like, it's still growing. People still walking up to me talking about it, and the overall streams was like one of the best albums, one of the most streams album, like in that year. So I think it served its purpose. It did very well, you know. Absolutely. And it's still catching up with people. That's the beauty of it.
Absolutely, man. And I think, you know, one of the things that was real great about the project was that, you know, you were opposite of people who, you know, we talk about some of the most streamed projects of the year. You were opposite of some of the people that had some of the biggest releases of the year. You know what I'm saying? Released some of the biggest music of the year, including, you know, Moneybagg Yo and Young Thug. When you look back on that process of collaborating with guys like, you know, Thug and Moneybagg, is there anything specific that sticks out to just, you know, again, we talk about that Me vs. Me process and just putting it all together?
I feel like just being able to tap in with first and foremost with the Bag feature, just tapping in with the city of Memphis, and the Thug one, just being able to get a feature with him, because I don't even know, like, his situation is just so, you know, it's so unfortunate that I'm just glad I got a chance to work with him before, you know, everything could happen. And so I'm just real grateful and showing gratitude towards that. So to be able to work with those people, and Polo, Herbo, you know what I'm saying, be able to work with everybody was a true blessing. I was glad that was a part of it, for sure.
Absolutely. And speaking of Polo too, I know that y'all have a real genuine relationship. You know, the video, you, DDG, Polo, y'all hooping, like, you know, really just bonding. Like, talk to me a little bit about just that, you know, relationship. Y'all kind of in the same age, but also, you know, with a lot on your plate. How do y'all, you know, keep each other grounded, motivate each other? You know, what's it like when y'all in the studio? Just, again, that relationship between, you know, you and Polo G.
Yeah, I feel like me and Polo, I'm like the little big brother sometimes, you know. I even be texting him. I'm like, yo, drop something. Like, you know, I'm always encouraging bro to keep going. I'm always just being an encouragement light, and just always checking on him as well, checking on his mental health and whatnot. So, yeah, I feel like he's one of my peers amongst the rap industry where I can say, like, you know, that's my guy. And, you know, it's kind of rare that you find someone like that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's real genuine, man. And, you know, we talk about the industry and stuff. Obviously, you've been making your moves for, you know, years. But I really feel like, you know, last year it was a thing where multiple different industries, multiple different people outside of the rap industry really recognized your talent. And I think that culminated in that moment when, you know, you beat Soulja Boy being the first rapper to walk out an NBA team. And he acknowledged that too. But, you know, obviously the Memphis Grizzlies, they having a moment right now.
Yeah.
Damn near at the top of the West. Ja Morant is putting a new poster up every night. What was that experience like for you?
Man, it was the most like beautiful experience, like one of the most of the year. I feel like it was a lot of beautiful experiences from my European tour to the Canadian tour to the Canadian tour to the US tour to just so many different accolades I smashed that year. Um, Man, to be able to be the first to walk out an NBA team, I feel like that's huge because that's something you only see like in boxing sports. So like to be able to do that, I feel was a beautiful opportunity, and to be blessed to do it, it's crazy to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, when we look back at last year, I think it's interesting that you talked about, you know, Me Versus Me being, you know, one of your, you know, high stream releases. But did you know that you got 7 gold and platinum plaques, RIAA certifications last year?
No, I ain't
You didn't know
even.
that?
Only I know I got a few of them for sure, but I didn't know as many like how many for sure.
In total, it was 7 gold and platinum RIAA certifications in 2022, including a 3-time multi-platinum plaque for Shotta Flow and a 2-time multi-platinum plaque for the Shotta Flow remix with Blueface. And that's it's the 1 year anniversary today of the release of the video
of Shotta Flow.
of Shotta Flow, the remix with Blueface.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That was definitely a moment for you, and I just wanted to just get a quick, you know, your thoughts just on that, and just in general, you know, what it's like to really be able to, you know, put plaques on a board like this early in your career.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. It's one of those things that you ask you when you're talking to God at night that you don't pray for. It's kind of the things that just comes with what you pray for so humbly. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you pray to God, you be like, yo, I want to be this, I want to be that, but it's never like, I want to be this, I want to have the plaques, I want to do, you know, it just comes with the territory of the level that God blesses you with, and I feel like I've grown, I've appreciated plaques for a long time, but I feel like I've finally grown out of like getting them. I'm gonna forever be grateful and show gratitude, but I think God is kind of preparing me for the level of now, like awards, whether it's Grammys, VMAs, BT, MTV, whatever, like those type of awards. I feel like because I've shown so much gratitude towards plaques, and every time I still get one, it like brightens my day up because it's like shows that what I put in, I got it right back out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready for the new as well, but I'm also just always showing gratitude for just being able to receive.
Definitely, definitely. And we talk about, you know, being able to receive and getting ready for that next step. I noticed you posted something today, and I want to read the caption real quick, and then I kind of want to just get your remarks about it. You said, step 1, detach, and then in parentheses meant death to what no longer serves you, death to old cycles, death to old bad habits, death to friendships, relationships, death to the simplest things like my hair, death to everything from holding me back. The new detachment equals freedom. Wake me when I'm free. And I'm going to truncate it a little bit, and you hashtag Cottonwood too. I know that for you at least, you've been saying 2023 is kind of like the year of healing, but you know, specifically about that post, talk to us a little bit about just kind of what you feel detachment means and how that factors into 2023 for you and new music.
So detachment is the simplest thing to the prayer. Like I was just saying, like boom, if I'm praying for something, I'm kind of just praying for it and just hoping for the best of it, but detaching myself from, I hope it's this, I hope it's great, I hope it get 100 million views, or like detaching from that anxiety of just letting art live. So that's one form of detachment. So that's detaching from the outcome of your creative. Another form is detaching from just what no longer serves you, rather is people around you, rather it's traits, whether it's eating habits, rather it's whatever that's not beneficial for the soul. I detach from it. Like, and even with my hair, to the simplest thing, I said it was simple, but it's really one of the most important things because once you look in the mirror, that's probably one of the hardest things to let go of, you know what I'm saying, from a facial feature, from a physical standpoint, which is hair. But I also know the science behind hair, how it's pretty much an extension of your brain. So I knew, like, from the times where I was mentally wasn't my best, my hair still holds on to that energy from my brain. So I felt as if with me moving into this new light, me moving into this new person I am, and me knowing I'm not going to be detrimental to my mental health, I wanted new growth. So that's the terms of when you have new grow, it's just new growing hair that's coming up, that's coming from the brain to that's reflective of what your reality is now. So I would love to grow my hair back out with the fresh locks and really treat it and care for it and put more love into it than I did the first time.
Absolutely, man. And speaking of new things, it's a new year, 2023. You got your new single 23 coming out. Just give us a little brief kind of, explanation about just the creative process, the intention starting a year out with this one, and just, yeah, where you hope it'll take you from here.
I just pray that I feel like the process of me making it was just putting my best into it, putting my all into it, and making sure it's best. So I know the outcome is going to be reflective of that. I don't really have a specific place where it should live, but I just want to just let it out and let it be one of those things to where I just release. I just sit back and go with the flow of how it, turns out. But I do know it's my best project, my best body of work to date. And every time I drop a new project, it's going to be my best to date.
For sure, man. Well, I appreciate you out, man. Real quick before we go, I just want to give a major shout out to you, man. I think it's amazing all the positive work that you do, and not only with yourself but within your community and all the communities that you go around. I saw that you touched down in Denver. That's my hometown, so respect. You know what I'm saying? But just want to give you power into your journey, and just salute you, brother. So thanks again, man. I appreciate you for rocking out with Respect My Region.
I accept that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.